Wow. Breaking news. Guys, Gukesh won last night. He won the last game. They were going to tie breaks where Ding had the favorite, where everyone figures he had the advantage. And Gukesh won last night. Wow. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unpack some of what just happened. It's amazing. I have all kinds of opinions about what just happened. I've had opinions about who I wanted to win. We're going to talk about that. A lot of people, I think, felt the same way as me. I think a lot of people felt the other way. Guys, there are 1.4 billion people in China. Chess isn't as big in China. That means Ding probably only had, a few 100 million people backing him up. There are 1.4 billion people in India. Chess is a little bit bigger. India had a world champion, a great world champion, Vishwanathan Anand. It's like the whole country was behind him. At least that's what it looked like. And I'll tell you this, before we dive into the chess. I was rooting for Ding. Trey, Ian, what's up, guys? I was rooting for Ding, and I'll tell you why. You gravitate toward who you're winning based on certain things. Everyone's got their criteria, right? Who deserves it? Who's better looking? Who is more personable? The backstories are big for me, man. Ding barely beat Nepomniachtchi. Ding went through some massive stuff. I don't know if it was emotional, mental. I guess emotional situations are also mental. That's what that is, right? It is. Ding went through something. And he still showed up, and he fought, and he blew everyone's mind away. Ding was the underdog, even though he was a world champion and a better chess player. Everyone believed Gukesh was going to win. And everyone believed Gukesh was going to trounce him. And so I usually gravitate toward the underdog, hence Hans Niemann so often, especially since he was attacked and everything, right? I'm rooting for Hans. I don't know if I want to stick it to the man. I'm not sure what it is. But I like to see the haters be silenced. I like to see the guy that no one believes in. I like to see him come ahead. You know what I'm saying? Ding is quiet. Ding is humble. For all these reasons, I just gravitated toward Ding. Gukesh just seemed very stiff. He's a kid. Guys, when I saw Gukesh win, I cried before he did. I did. I had tears in my eyes. I didn't stay up for the game. I stayed up for most of it. I went to bed around 5:30 or something, and the game wasn't over yet. It looks like it's going to be a draw. Gukesh is up a pawn. Ding traded down to a drawn endgame. He should be able to draw and push in overtime. And Gukesh kept pushing till the last pawn falls, and Ding blundered. He was dancing on the edge, guys. He was dancing on the edge. He did it a lot this match. And you can only dance on the edge so many times before you slip and fall. And Ding did. Ding slipped and fell. And Gukesh did not. Gukesh fought. Ding did not fight. That was maybe the best strategy for Ding. Maybe he didn't have it in him. Would Magnus Carlsen still be world champion had he not forfeited the title? Lucas Cannon, most people agree the answer to that is yes. Daniel, did you stay up? Did you watch it till the end, Daniel? Oh my God, the videos of Chess Base India going nuts. Everybody going nuts when Ding blundered. Woo! Very, very insane, guys. Very insane. Trey is on YouTube as well. We are restreaming to YouTube and Facebook. Man, guys, it's freaking mind-blowing what's going on here, man. If you guys don't know much about these guys, Ding is the current world champion. Was the current world champion. Look what I just said, guys. Ding was the current... How come where's his picture? Where's his picture? It's off to the side. Do we move it? No. We go here. Ding is the current world champ. Was the current world champion. I can't say it, guys. Ding was our 17th world champion and probably will never be world champion again. Sorry, Ding. And he's fine with it looks like. Gukesh is 18 years old, the youngest. This is Ding. He was born in China, October 92. Probably the same age as a lot of you guys. Very close. He's 32 years old. He had an unbeaten streak. He went 100 games unbeaten. And he's playing at the highest level, guys. 100 games unbeaten. 29 wins, 71 draws. And he held that record until Magnus Carlsen beat him. That's how good Ding is. Or was. This guy, Gukesh, he is our 18th world champion at 18 years old. And he earned it. He earned it. I'm giving it to him. I like him now. I wasn't sure how I would connect with Gukesh till I saw him cry. Till I saw him win. Till I saw the end of this match. Guys, the end of a match like this is crazy. He sat at the table and cried. And then he tried to compose himself. And he started setting up the pieces, because that's what you do. When you leave a chessboard, you don't play a chess game and walk away. You set the pieces up and then you walk away. For the next guy. That's, if you ever go to a chess club, set your pieces up. Okay? He sets his pieces up. He didn't have to. He could have got him and walked away. No one would have said anything, done anything. There's probably FIDE rules, but still. He would have been fine. No. Sets the pieces up. And he stands up and he steps away from the board. And the chair, he kind of takes the chair and kind of pushes the chair back to the board. And that's the last time he has to sit at that freaking board. He's been sitting at that board 14 games times how many hours? The last 60 hours, he's been sitting at that board, in that chair, fighting against a lion that wants to take away his destiny. And just watching him push the chair back in. Bobby Fischer said something about it. He said, when a match like that is over, he said, you miss the game, you miss the player. And he was talking about Spassky. Because Spassky will beat you. Spassky will beat Fischer. If Fischer doesn't beat Bobby Fischer and win. Fischer has to win in order to beat Spassky. He can't. Spassky's still very, very worthy opponent. Fischer was just a head better. But he still has to show up and win. And he knows, and he's sitting in that chair for so long. And to get up and push the chair in, take a bunch of pictures, go back to your own bed. You've been sleeping in a strange bed for weeks. He said, like, it's like he described it, maybe not the exact words, but it's like it leaves you empty. He might have said that. It leaves you empty. You're like, you were just in the pit with this guy. And watching Gukesh put that chair in, I bet Gukesh is going to feel that too. Oh my God. Mullenix, what's up, dude? Gukesh won, man. Gukesh won, and I'll tell you, he won in a great way. This game was boring. But somebody won. So no one's going to complain. No one's going to complain about, is the draw. Oh, another boring draw, another draw. People say another boring draw when it's a very exciting draw. And then when someone blunders and loses, people are happy that somebody won and somebody lost. They just want blood. They just want blood. They don't care about the chess. This game here, nothing good about this game. Nothing good about this game. There's a lesson in this game that you all can adopt if you so desire. World champion Gukesh Domaraju. Where is the story? Right here. 18-year-old Gukesh becomes youngest ever undisputed chess world champion. 18-year-old Indian Jim Gukesh is the world champion after defending title holder Ding Liren, 32, from China, collapsed in Game 14. Collapsed? You know what? Okay. In Game 14 for the of the 2024 FIDE World Championship. Gukesh won 7.5 out of 6.5, taking $1.35 million after a game where Ding seemed to have a risk-free chance to press for a win, but instead liquidated into a pawn-down endgame. It was objectively drawn, but Gukesh kept pushing and Ding blundered as the pressure grew. Gukesh called it probably the best moment of my life when he realized he fulfilled a childhood dream. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at him, dude. What the freak? Dude, I like him now. I didn't not like him, but I just didn't care for him, and I was more of a Ding fan, guys. I was more of a Ding fan, not gonna lie. And I wanted Ding to win. But here's what Ding was doing this whole match, guys. You guys want to see the squiggler on this sucker? Ooh, I think if I go here, it won't show it. You can see it on the right, guys. If you look over on the left here, White has a very slight advantage. That's Ding. Ding had a slight advantage because he's playing White. He's playing White, and all the way up until move 18, Ding still had an advantage. Slight. But then Ding wants to go into tie breaks. I think Ding also is afraid to lose, and so doesn't try to win when he's supposed to be winning and has an advantage. So Ding started trading pieces down. Oh, by the way, Jay, back like in this position, somewhere around here, Jay was saying, what about Bishop F3? No, it was back here. It was back here. Jay said, what about Bishop F3? And I asked him, how can you sleep while your beds are burning? I said, this is not, you don't move a second piece right now. You need to develop your bishop, develop your rooks, develop your queen. And you need to figure out how to do that. Back here, you don't want the double pawns on the open C file. Back here, if you try and develop, there was a lot of positions where it wasn't easy to get developed without losing some pawn structure or getting a bad position. But the point was, he just, dude, I love the idea. He was saying bishop up and king up. It's a maneuver. Is it required here? No, it wasn't. But when I woke up and I saw this, he brings the bishop back to F3, and I'm like, Jay! I said, why would you put your bishop where it could be attacked? Why would you, but most importantly, why would you move the bishop and supposedly improve the king while you're not developed, right? But Jay's bishop F3, it came, guys. It came. Because you're going to bring the bishop back. If you put it here, if you bring your bishop back here, it controls these squares, right? But if you bring it to F3, it controls these squares. And that's like 2 more squares, and most importantly, controls the D1 square, which is one of the open files. Much better square for the bishop, much more active. So Jay, the idea of bishop F3, it was played just at the right time. So Ding then trades, he wants to trade down. It's 4-4 on the pawns, right? 1 pawn holds 2 pawns. It's now black is equal, guys. Okay, now we have a passed pawn, but it's going to be hard to hold. So he just wins it. So now Ding's down a pawn. But is draw. Computer likes black barely because black has a pawn. But, and see, look, what does Ding do? Trade. It still likes black a teeny bit. And everyone says this is a draw. White can draw this. White can lose, but White should draw this. White should draw this. And Ding traded down, a pawn down. He did it in another game. He traded down to a position where he's a pawn down, but he knows he can draw. But you're dancing on the freaking edge, guys. He's dancing on the edge. What do you want to play a game where you probably going to draw, but it's possible you could lose, but there's no way you can win? There's no way White's winning this. Should be draw, but Black's up a pawn. So they play on, and Gukesh keeps improving his pawns, improving his king, and they're playing chess. And this should be a draw because of things like this. Every time the king wants to come around, the king wants to get involved, you just check him and annoy him. It's very difficult. It can be very difficult to make progress. And Ding blundered right here. If you blunder and the pawns are equal, well, it might not be a blunder. You just offer trade of rooks. But Ding wants a trade because he wants less pieces, keep the bishops on. He'll trade down. If this is not a blunder after takes and anything else, right? And he just tries to make progress. It's a draw, but here's the point. After these get traded, this pawn is going to be hard to queen because we're just sacrifice, and then you can't lose. Because bishop and king cannot beat a lone king. Let's just say here, you still can't get there. Okay, here, check, make him go back. I'm winning the bishop, but you just take it. This is a draw. So Ding figures, I'll trade rooks and make the draw that way. And then go into the overtime games, which are a faster time control, which everyone figures favors Ding. But he's dancing on the edge. Again. Bishop is trapped, guys. Everyone saw it instantly. It's a simple blunder. Ding had 9 minutes on his clock, almost 10 minutes, and Gukesh had an hour. What do we talk about the time? Jay, dude, he played bishop f3. Did you see it? A different position, but he played bishop f3. I thought about you the minute I saw it. I'll show you again. So after takes, this move, guys. He trades the bishop, and now he loses. Mate in 46. King e3, look, king e5, getting the opposition. Now what I would do would be something like, what does this do? Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't let the king in, you have to play here. Yeah, see, I would be like doing some distant opposition weird thing or something. Like king e1. The best move is king e5. It's not coming in, guys. Because king e5, a king here, it's a draw. This is a draw. King e2 is draw. Now you have the opposition. Okay? But the thing is, if you come back, he doesn't play this move. He plays here. And if I go d1, he gets to start. Can I go to f1? You can't go to f1. It's all about getting the opposition to where when you get close to the guy, like if king e2, king e4, again he has the opposition. You have to give ground. He's just gonna come in. He's gonna win the pawn, or he's gonna trade it in a better position and queen his pawn. It's losing. It's losing. Do I claim to just be like, oh, this is clear, guys? This is just losing. No, I don't see it to the end. I don't. The grandmasters do. But let's say like after takes, let's play the computer real quick. King E1, King E5, King D1, F4. Well, the king's far away now. King E1 is, oh, this is losing. F3, this is lost. But you can't take either because takes, and here, and the king gets in front of the pawn. What's wrong with King G3? This is mate in 14. This is what I would play. Here's why. You get, because now you shoulder the pawn in. Oh, dude. Gukesh is humble, but I'll tell you, it was hard for me to see how humble he was. Ding looked more humble. But Gukesh became human to me when you saw what he went through and he broke down in tears. Maybe I'm a sucker for that. I don't know. All I know is it made me see him a little bit more human. And I like him now. I literally, the chips are for the orphans. I thought you hate the orphans. I like them now. It's like, I like Gukesh. I flipped. I just flipped. I freaking flipped. Wow. Ding. There were some great games. But this game was not a good game. It was not exciting. It was not exciting. It was not exciting. Ding played better in the opening and had an advantage. Everything you need in a world championship match. Here's the thing. You need to take advantage of every opportunity. You need to. Because you may not have one again. And your opponent may take advantage of an opportunity. You got to squeeze the blood out of the turnip. And that's another thing Gukesh did. Even though this, I think most grandmasters would still play this out. They would, as black. I think most grandmasters would play this out. If, I don't know. I can't speak for grandmasters. I was going to give a scenario where maybe like a much lesser grandmaster is playing Magnus and they're playing black. They might be like, he's going to draw this. This is a draw. He can draw this. And it's Magnus. We could sit here for another hour and a half, and I could try and beat him, and maybe lose, because it's Magnus. Or, I can offer the draw and go eat dinner, and tell my friends I drew Magnus. A lot of people might take the draw. I think a lot of people would play this out being up the pawn. I would play this out, because I don't know it's a draw. I don't know it's supposed to be a draw. I'm up a pawn, dude. I'm as black, I'm playing this out. But Gukesh did this thing where he played. He didn't accept draws. The queens come off. Everything's symmetrical. It's boring. It's very simple. As long as no one blunders and you don't expect another person to blunder. But that's how he won. He won with the blunder. Time was on Gukesh's side. It was on the clock and in the match. Because it was only a matter of time before Ding... He was riding a lightning, man. He wasn't riding a lightning, but he was dancing on the edge, man. He was dancing on the edge of a cliff. Har. I don't recommend it. I don't like the parkour videos where people stand on the edge of buildings, don't. There's always those people that like go to the bridge and sit on the bridge with their feet hanging over. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's no need. There's no need. I can get plenty excited, man. All I gotta do is go down on the freaking hall and bet 100. Dude, I'm engaged, I'm focused, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to get my adrenaline up to get a little rush. I don't need to sit on the edge of a bridge. If you never do that, then you'll never fall off a bridge. If you don't keep trading down to endgames a pawn down to make a draw, because you can't blunder. You can't make a inaccuracy when you're down a pawn. Blunders happen, yeah. Well, the world chess champion, I'll tell you something. You can look at a lot of world chess championship games, maybe even entire matches, where you'll never have in the whole match you won't have a blunder like this. I bet Kasparov, I don't know what they had like this great match where they played a few world championships, tons of games, and I wonder if there's a blunder as simple as this. There's no Karpov never just two moved into a freaking lost end game. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like my game from yesterday. The guy, we didn't play a lot of chess yesterday. Oh, I played Daniel last night, guys. It was before the tournament. It was the Dr. Howard game. Guys, in this game, my opponent, if you guys remember, I looked at this whole line. I don't know if it was accurate or not. But back here, I looked at bishop, h6, takes, and then rook over, takes, and then g4, going to mate his king. And I saw he would have queen check. I would play king up to one of these squares, probably this square, so there's no check. In other words, g4. It's not the best move, by the way. Check, king up. I said, well, he can't play check. He can't play check because he can't stop the pawn. Right? And I analyzed that before I played bishop h6. And so I just knew that in this position, he could get his check, but then I'm still coming after him. And he has no more checks. And my opponent just traded down to a lost endgame. It's almost that bad. It's almost that bad. It goes to show how strong Ding is, but how not completely stable, high 2,700 chess he's playing. He's not. He is not. Asta, how you doing? Let's play, pal. Well, I'm not playing right now. We're wrapping this up, but I'll play you in a minute. Yeah, Asta, I would totally love to play you, man. I would love to play you. Let me turn my bot on. You know how to play me, right? You challenge Rosewood Telly. Send me a challenge, 10-minute unrated, and I'll play you, Asta. I would love to play you. So, Gukesh becomes the 18th world chess champion, the youngest world chess champion ever. Is it devalued? Well, it's not the same one that Bobby won. It's not the same one that Garry Kasparov won. It's not the same one that Kramnik, Anand, Magnus. It's not the same world championship they won. Why? Because it's got a shadow over it because Magnus didn't play, and everyone knows Magnus is better than everybody right now. And Garry Kasparov said, you can't really call it the world championship if the best players aren't playing. No, there's a cycle. There's a cycle. There's a procedure to produce the world champion. Magnus decided not to play. It's not his fault. He decided not to play. The world champion is whoever completes the cycle and the procedure and ends up the winner. That is what the world championship is. You can say what you think it should be. What if the world champion doesn't play? What if Magnus doesn't play? We're not allowed to have a world championship? No. Of course we have a world championship. It's the best player to complete the process. And that's Gukesh. It's Gukesh. Get that little asterisk because Magnus didn't play. Magnus probably would have beat anybody alive if he would have played a match. He probably still would say Farouja's the only one that could maybe beat me. Right? Waiting for that challenge. There. Asta. Rosewood Telly. One word. Rosewood Telly. Remember me? So, that's what happened, guys. Oh, he challenges me, guys. Tim and Unrated. He's done it before, folks. Rated 1800, guys. I want to try and beat this guy. I'm going to try and beat this guy. Not for the rating. Knight F3. Oh, my God. We copycat, folks. We're in a game now. Let's get back over here. D4. We play G6. We play G6, folks. Oh, my God. This is freaking... Okay, C4. Yep. Bishop G7. He obviously knows these positions. He knows what he wants, guys. The coffee is flowing. Josh, Ding blundered. Ding went into another endgame where he was down a full pawn and should draw. I like this better. Show you guys a little plan I had. Gukesh said he has 2 years until he will have to defend the title. That kind of threw me. Is it every 2 years? No reason. Unpinning. I think Gukesh winning was probably better for chess. Well, Hikaru said that. And why was that? Is that because because China has 1.4 billion people and India has 1.4 billion people. And see, this is okay. Now, if I push, this square can become weak. If I take, I think I take here, guys. Right. Now, do I play H5 or H6? I think it's H6. This pawn is still weak. This takes so much time. I'm going to do it. I got to keep the knight at B5, guys. Cannot allow it. Okay. Ooh, now I might allow it because I might play A4 to stop. He takes. Okay. Getting what I want. Getting what I want. Getting what I need. He can play B4, which very often is ideas, but I don't know. It's going to take me a minute. Ooh, plays the knight. B6. Nope, knight B6. Bishop E7. No, creates a passer. Knight on the rim. It's coming here. Can't allow it. Let him improve his bishop. I kind of wanted my queen here. You say his bishop's better than yours. Just play here. Is no. Answer is no. Maybe he was caught up in the emotion of it. Ding. Right. The problem with this move. I might be trying for too much here. Ding was playing for a draw. I'll tell you this, guys. I hate to say it, but when I saw at the end, Ding looked... He didn't look as bad, like, oh my God, I just lost the World Chess Championship. Ding, before the match started, said, I'm just afraid I'm going to lose very badly. You can't be in that mind frame. When you're going to fight for a world championship, you can't be in that mind frame, guys. And what did Ding do? Ding made it a great match. Ding showed up the best he could. I think Ding showed up the best. I think that's the best Ding could do, guys. I think that was the best Ding could do. Hikaru was mad because Ding did not prepare enough. Totally disregarding the fact that he's been obviously not okay. You think Gukesh winning was probably better for chess because Ding hardly played. You know, but Ding was the current world champion, and I'm okay if Ding would have won. Ding beat Nepo. What has Gukesh done? Gukesh got to the spot. But Gukesh, up to that point, has not, and he still really didn't. Through grit and determination and a obviously unwell Ding, Gukesh just kept playing and fighting until Ding blundered. I'm not putting it down as much as what I'm saying is this usually comes with a little tempo, but you know what? This, I don't think was a great move. Because it doesn't do anything. Okay? Yeah, and see, so this was a wasted move because he's going to double now. He's going to double, guys. This is a common maneuver. It's a common manunu. Okay. Do we play for the imbalance? Queen for 2 rooks. D6 is weak. I can defend it. I'm looking at G5, Rook C7, Queen takes, or Rook takes. Threatening to come in. B5 is an idea. This bishop isn't doing that much. This square is defended, kind of, because I can get 10 points for 9 points. I think we come back here, but he made triple stack. He made triple stack, folks. This bishop has nowhere great to go. Remember when I said I might be pushing too hard? I think I may have pushed too hard. Wanting to do what is familiar to me. This gets me one tempo that doesn't do anything. I guess, no, he could just bring the bishop here. Wow. No, he can't. Yeah, but, and then this will come. And it gets one more piece out of my malarkey. What? Can he come in and do anything? Have to move. Gukesh channeled his inner stream rock. Okay, now I can't play this move because this bishop is hanging. So we go forward. And we take the imbalance. Oh, I dropped the bishop. Okay, I think I'm going to resign, guys, because he's 1900. I'm down a piece, and there's nothing. There's nothing. I mean, we might be able to push and get... No, there's nothing. The rook could be attacked. This pawn is pretty solid right now. The base of the chain. What right do I have to keep playing? Is there a reason not to resign? By the look on his face when Ding blundered, that was the moment stream rock kicked in for Gukesh, right? What's up, Charlie and Chillers? How was tournament yesterday? It was awesome. Just saying you have nothing. You can have that pawn. This pawn is okay. What if... But here's the problem. He has an extra piece. Oh, and now F3 can't even come. This can happen, though. And this can happen. You know what I'm saying? There's an attack here, but... Okay, now where does the queen come here? G3. I don't want. Oh, I could come here. Then he could play queen back. That's the problem too. Push, push. The bishop protects the pawn, folks. The center is okay. Dude, the tournament was great. Dude, Gatuba and Disguised Teriyaki usually win the tournament. And I've been getting a lot of thirds. Or fourths and fifths, or Ratul might get third. I made a draw yesterday with Disguised Teriyaki. And I beat Gatuba. And I won the tournament. I got completely outplayed by a guy, Coda the Bear. Coda Bear, what was his name? I was being crushed. And I came up with a plan. And that was to put the clock on him. And, oh my God, because the queen can still come back. It's such a good move. Is it better to push this way? It threatens mate. Well, it's not mate. It threatens check. King over. Maybe check. Take a pawn. Takes, yeah. And then rook takes, pawn takes, knight f3, and I don't have it. I don't have a rook to sack because I already sacked one. Now, if he wasn't, yeah, he plays there. Attack the knight. This is where I'll probably simply blunder because brings the queen. Okay. This must be the best move. But there's a square here we can look at. Do I need this? I don't. I need... Oh, if I play this movie as Queen G4, trading queens. It burns like fire and a half, folks. It burns like fire 0.5. Do we take the check now? This must be the best move. Sadly. I can't check and defend the pawn. Check. He simply moves his king. It's like I need to have my pawn here, and I can't get him 2 moves. We must take the pawn. It hurt. I lose now. Yeah. That's what I was doing a long time. Good game. Hey man, you know what? That was reasonable to play on for a little bit. There's going to be nothing here with correct play, but the fact is, look at his king. Look at my pawn. The rook's way over here, right? The problem is, my bishop's way over here. Dude, good game. Do you remember watching the end of my last game during the tournament stream? Branson, I do not. I don't. What happened? What happened? Let's take... Oh, I could have just... A great move is a critical move which altered... Oh, man, it said something. I wanted to read it, and it went away. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Middle game tactics are how most games are decided. Let's review so you can come out ahead next time. Number one thing always, guys, Squiggler Cam. Featuring Clifford, the big red arrow. Very equal. White's better. Black is slightly better. White is crushing winning and didn't see it. So probably had a miss or a blunder. He comes back down. So this right here was my last chance to win. And then, see ya. It probably had to do with that, well, obviously, losing my bishop. So bishop g4 probably. Okay, we'll take a look at it, folks. We'll take a look at it. Thank you for the game, Asta. Dude. Yeah, I'm sorry I dropped the bishop, dude. That was just like... I'm like, I can't play rook a7 because it hangs my bishop. It was already under attack twice. Branson says, I watched back the stream. You asked if black was trying to win on time. The answer is simply no. I hung my rook, losing my advantage under time pressure. Okay, Branson. Got you. Yeah. I think I remember now. That is good, but not... Okay. Is it e5? Is it h6 or is it e5? It might be e5. Just allowing. It's excellent. See, I can't play queen e8 yet because of knight attacking the square. Then you literally have to come back. So c6 is part of a plan of playing queen e8 and e5. Ding hardly played. Yeah, Ding also had the best game of the entire match, showing that he's capable of completely outplaying in a beautiful, crushing fashion. It was an amazing game. Amazing game. Gukesh never showed any brilliancy at all. Not putting him down. I'm being honest. So what I was saying yesterday, I'm still saying it. That game, Gukesh deserved to win that game because Ding made a bad decision to trade down when he had an advantage to trade down in a down a pawn position that's probably a draw. And it came back to bite him, guys. It came back to bite him. What's the move here, guys? E5 is better. H6 is best. Kick the bishop. What if this? Then E5. You're playing chess and you just don't even care about this. You don't even care about it, folks. Okay. C6 isn't bad, though. Queen E8 is not even on the list. H6, A6, or E5. This is to play E5 and unpin. It's an idea I've seen in the King's Indian attack as white with the same structure. As a matter of fact, same exact position on my pieces. His pieces, not so much. But here's the beauty. See these pieces? When you play, now that I've come here, let's say he does nothing. I'm threatening to win a piece. And I get E5 in. Yeah, it's a little weird with the queen here. But it's a plan. It's a plan maybe that wasn't correct in this position, or Stockfish doesn't like it, or maybe the plan isn't even that good. Maybe the plan it's from a book, the King's Indian Attack book. It was light in color, maybe a light blue or very light green. Maybe, I don't think it was white. It was light in color. It was the King's Indian Attack book. There's a book that teaches you how to play the King's Indian Attack as white. But this is a King's Indian Defense. And this is the same idea. Bringing a pin. Okay. E5 is excellent. CD5 is the best move. And then I played A6. It wants H6, A5, or just Knight C5 instantly. Knight C5 instantly hits the hopper. It's a move. It's a manoo-noo-noo-noo. A6, probably too slow. It's a mistake. I should go. I broke the pin. We're attacking this. Bishop C2, it's my move again. You play A5, cementing. You say, what? Because he could play B4 and kick it. You say, no, he'll just do this and then play B4. Guess what you do? A4. He can't kick it because of en passant. This is very, very common, guys, to play your knight to C5, and these knights pressure E4. A lot of times there's no bishop here. Sometimes the bishop could be somewhere else or traded or something. You put the pressure, and then after knight C5, the move is A5. Wait. Knight C5. Oh, he could play B4 here. You just got to come back. But that is a theme. Okay, bishop east, F6. Knight comes. That was best because I couldn't see anything else. Oh, B5. I want my queen here. Because after F5, F4, G5, G4, the queen comes. You want your queen to be able to come here, not on the dark squares. Oh, B5. Just B5. Yeah, black is better. B5, bishop C2. Bishop D8. It's looking at bishop D8, covering this square. Is that crazy? Bishop D8. Now we're going to play F5, F4, G5, G4, H5 if we need it. Queen up, rook F7, rook over maybe. The bishop covers this tender square. It can also bail out and cover this square if it needs to. Bishop D8's a hard move to find though. But B5 I should have seen. B5 just buys me a move. Jay says, as a novice chess player, watching that game was actually exciting to me. I feel bad for Mr. Loren, but Gukesh seems very chill. He does. He does. And I'll tell you this about Gukesh. Gukesh is not ahead better than everybody else like Kasparov was, except for Karpov. Kasparov then would leave the World Championship match and then go and win a bunch of big tournaments and then defend his title and win a bunch of big tournaments and defend his title and win a bunch of big tournaments and be the highest rated chess player ever and defend his title and win a bunch of tournaments. That's what you call a great world champion. That's why they say Kasparov is one of the best chess players ever lived. Definitely one of the best world champions ever lived. You say, what about Bobby Fischer? Well, he may have been the best chess player, and I think most people would agree that, especially at the time. But the thing is, he was a horrible world champion because he played one match against Spassky and won, and then quit. And he was going to have to play Karpov. Guys, chess history could be completely different. If Bobby Fischer would have played and beaten Karpov, he could have ended up playing Kasparov. Could have. Possibly. Very possibly. But Fischer doesn't have... He has amazing things he did. He won the U.S. Chess Championship, I think it was 11 games. But he won every single game. No draws. What did I say about Grandmaster games? Most Grandmaster games are draws. He played like 11 games in the U.S. Championship and won every single game. Then he had to play Bent Larson in the candidates matches, which is to contend for the World Championship. And I think he won every single game against Bent Larson. You say, who's Bent Larson? Larson, he's the Great Dane, guys. I'm guessing he was a Danish player. Bent Larson was not only he's a famous grandmaster, very strong grandmaster, but at one point Larson was absolutely killing it. He was doing great. He was playing very strong, winning a lot of tournaments, and then Fischer plays him in the candidates match and freaking just slaps him. Fischer has these amazing accomplishments, defeating the Russian chess machine. Now, a bunch of the top players in the world are from the United States. If Fabiano won the candidates and Fabiano was playing Gukesh or Fabiano was playing Ding, Fabiano would have the St. Louis Chess Club behind him. He would have all the U.S. chess players behind him. He would have some of the highest rated players in the world maybe helping him. Hikaru's busy. But that doesn't mean Hikaru might not help him. Hikaru might say, I always had an idea about Ding. There's a certain line here you might want to look into, and he could throw him a little bit of information. Sometimes they do that. They did that with, was it Kramnik against Topalov, or was it Anand? Who played Topalov? Topalov, some people are hard to like. I think Topalov was hard to like. L-O-V, is it? Topalov. Okay. I'm gonna look at this wiki real quick, and the reason why is because why is it not? I guess I have to do it here. I can do it right here. Topalov. I spelled it right this time. Dude, he's like 7th on the list. Topalov became FIDE World Chess Champion by winning the FIDE World Chess Championship. He lost his title against Kramnik. He challenged Vishwanathan Anand, losing 6.5, 5.5. I think it was the Anand match. There was when you play a match, you have what you call a second. He's like the main guy in charge of helping you win. But then you also will have a team of other grandmasters or very strong players, maybe theoreticians, maybe people that can't sit at a board. They don't have the nerves to play. They don't have the memory. They're not good at tactics. They know openings. They know maybe they're better, or at least they're still probably going to be pretty good chess players, right? They might have a specific someone who's very, very big on openings, on research, on data analysis, stuff like this. And they put it all together to decide which openings to play against your opponent. It's a team. The team will stay up all night looking at positions, trying to find the best line for Ding to play the next day. Then when Ding wakes up, they spend a few hours showing him a bunch of what they came up with, best chances against this particular opponent based on the information we have up until yesterday's game. That's kind of how it works. Topalov was playing, I believe it was Anand. Everyone loves Anand. I don't know anyone who loves Topalov. I'm sure a lot of people do. He's a little bit, I feel like he might have a little bit of the bad guy reputation. I don't know why, I just do. Maybe some things he said. I don't know. But Anand had his second, and he had his team, and he's playing Topalov. But I think at some point, some other top grandmasters were dropping a dime. They were calling Anand or his team and saying, like for instance, in this match, if Ding is playing Gukesh, and let's say Magnus is on Team Ding, he wants Ding to win. Halfway through the match, Magnus Carlsen calls and says, I think I know, I have a few lines. I think that you can get a really good advantage and maybe win some games against this guy. From my notes, from my study of him, that I'm probably not going to use. Do you want some help? What do you do? What do you say? Send it, please. Right? Well, I think some top grandmasters, I don't remember the exact story. David Bassett, I know knows it, but I think some top grandmasters came offered their help. Not that he needed it as much as help is help. You know what I mean? You're digging the chess history. Yeah. So, yeah, Topalov. You know what's funny? I don't even remember Topalov being world champion. He won 2005. What was I doing in 2005? 2001, I closed my businesses. I worked for my dad for a year. That put me in like 2002. Then I worked. Okay, I know why I think now. Then I worked for my uncle for a year. That put me around 2003. Then we moved to Texas, I guess in 2004. Has it been? It's been 20. Can that be right? I'm probably a year behind because 2001 is when I closed the first upholstery shop. I closed the next one a year later. So 2003, 2002, 2003, 2004, still. I had freshly moved to Texas, been here a couple of years. I was playing a lot of guitar, and I was working when I first got here, I was mostly doing just one job. I may have been doing some upholstery on the side too. So 2 or 3 jobs. The kids were young. I'm trying to figure out why. If you would ask me, was Topalov ever world champion? I'd be like, no, didn't he lose like to Anand or Kramnik or something? That's what I would have thought. I didn't even know he was world champ, guys. Topalov competed in 9 Olympiads, winning board 1 gold, 2014, scoring best overall performance in 94. That's huge. He also won in Linares, Chorus, Dortmund, Stavanger, and Pearl Spring. There was a computer cheating drama thing with him. What was it? Is it going to be here? Let me see if I can find that one for you guys, because this is, guys, 20 years ago, computers were nowhere near as strong as they are now. Or 25 years ago. Let me see. Topalov controversy. Topalov controversy against Kramnik. We're going in, folks. Veselin Topalov, a professional chess player, was involved in a controversy during the 2006 World Chess Championship against Vladimir Kramnik. Topalov's manager implied that Kramnik was using a computer during the match. Topalov later directly accused Kramnik of using a computer. Did you guys know this? Did you guys know this, guys? Guys, this is 2006. Again, in 2006, the computers were nowhere near as strong as they are now, but I bet they were still strong enough to win most games, I think. Let me think. In 2006, you know what Hikaru used to do? He used to play Stockfish, or was it Fritz? Komodo. It was one of the engines on Internet Chess Club. He would play the computer, and he would lock up the position, and then try and draw or win. And it was difficult. And anytime he won, it was amazing. And when he would make a draw, that was like, I can draw the computer, because most people couldn't. Chess is so interesting and intriguing. Okay, so check this out. Topalov's manager implied Kramnik was using a computer during the match. Topalov later directly accused Kramnik of using a computer. Topalov's manager also released pictures that appeared to show cables in the ceiling of the toilet used by Kramnik. Cables! Toilet gate, folks! FIDE Ethics Commission. The FIDE Ethics Commission sanctioned Topalov with a severe reprimand for his accusations. The Ethics Commission said that Topalov's statements were defamatory and damaged Kramnik's reputation. Kramnik was okay. Match outcome. Kramnik refused to play Game 5 after the Topalov's camp alleged computer assistance. Kramnik eventually agreed to play again under protest. Topalov won games 8 and 9. Guys, he put him on tilt. Do something. You guys know who Pretty Boy Floyd is on the old ESPN? He would do commentary sometimes and play. He's a professional chess pool player. He was married to Ava Mataya, who was at one point a top women's pro tour pool player. Jimmy Mataya, Pretty Boy Floyd. He'd wear a fancy suit, shiny suit. And he said one time, we're watching a pool match, and a guy breaks the balls and runs out. Loser racks the balls. The guy breaks the balls and runs all the balls and runs out. Loser racks the balls. The guy shooting breaks the balls and runs him out. Jimmy Mataya's like, you got to do something. He said, throw a tomato at the guy. Anything. Change something. Drop your cup and have the glass break and Coke all over the floor. Do something. But don't just sit there and keep racking the balls and letting this guy run out. You're going to lose. You got to do something. Well, what did Topalov do? He accused him of cheating. He accused him of computers. Kramnik comes in and loses games 8 and 9. Is it underhanded? Of course it is. Is it ethical? Probably not. If you go to meet your maker, whoever that might be, and your maker says, you know that one time you were in a match to see who the best pool player was? I'd be like, yeah, I remember that. Remember your opponent was playing better than you? Yeah, I remember that. Remember when you dropped your Coke on the floor and the glass spilled everywhere and the waitress had to clean it up? She was already having a bad day. And you distracted your opponent and you took him out of his zone instead of being honorable and letting him play? Yeah, I remember that. You'd be like, that was not cool. Be like, oh. But I wanted to win. Right? Having a, back then it would have been like a full big desktop. They got to like put it up in the rafters and there's cables. And do you think they would put a computer in the bathroom that Kramnik could go take advantage of and have cables showing? Be like, oh, the cable. Nah, we don't have to allow for that. We're gonna move a full computer into the ceiling. But we're not gonna worry about the cable showing. Do you play pool? Sean, I used to play a lot of pool. It was my life. It was my life for quite a few years. I met a guy the other night, and I can't remember his last name. Did he say his name was Chad? He was talking to a girl. A girl there had bought pool sticks for the bar because the bar had a bunch of crummy pool sticks. She, at the time, had the means to buy some pool sticks. And she's like, you know what? I'm buying some pool sticks. She went online, bought like 7 pool sticks. Not real expensive ones, but better than cheap pool sticks. She probably spent a few $100 on some pool sticks. And she brought them to the bar and said, hey, I brought some good sticks. Now we got good sticks to play. And they're like, cool. Well, this guy saw that. And he's like, I'm a professional pool player. Do you ever consider sponsoring people? I'm looking for some sponsors. He was hustling money, folks. I'm like, you're a professional pool player? He said, yeah. I said, what's your name? He said, Chad, whatever. I never heard of him. I'm not way into the pool scene right now, but I watch a lot of pool, guys. In my spare time, I watch a lot of pool. I'm pretty hip to Fedor. If you guys know who Fedor is, Fedor Gorst. A lot of people think he's the best pool player alive right now. There's a few other guys, Josh Filler and stuff. There's a few other guys that compete with him for sure, but Fedor's really good. And he's still young, very young, 22 or something. And on Facebook, I commented on one of Fedor's posts, and you know what Fedor replied back to me? Charlie, I need to learn how to play chess. Swear to God. He's like the world 9-ball champion and the world 10-ball champion or something. He's one of the top pool players in the world right now. And I just commented something about, man, that was a great match. He said, thanks, Charlie. Hey, Charlie, I need to learn how to play chess. That's kind of cool, huh? Dude, Fedor told me he needs to learn how to play chess. I'm like, yes! Yes! I probably said, like, come by the stream, dude. We'll have a game. I'll give you a lesson. I can relate to pool taking over your life. I played APA for 17 years. Really, Sean? Nice, man. Do you work on your game? When I say work, I mean, do you do drills and do you watch pros play, study patterns? I had a very good pool player, an old man, Bill Hoke. I think he's passed away since then. But he was one of the better guys at the pool hall. When we were talking about pool, he was throwing me some pointers and stuff. And he said, in order to shoot straight, he said, what you need to do is, you need to shoot 1,000 balls straight in. We're not talking about on a bar table. We're talking on a 4.5 by 9, a normal size regulation pool table. And we're not talking straight across on the side. We're talking a long shot into the corner pocket. He said, set up a straight shot, shoot it 1,000 times. I did it. But every shot matters, though. You know what I mean? And it's not an easy shot because it's a long shot. But it's a straight-in shot. But straight-in shots sometimes are harder to cut shots, right? But that helped my game so much, man. That helped my game so much. Hey, guys, see that link right there? Join the Live Alert channel. Every time we go live, I post in that channel. Doesn't matter where, any platform, anywhere in the world, when I go live, I post in that channel, and you get to see where I'm live. So my example is I went live a few months ago on TikTok. I've only done that once or twice, but I went live on TikTok playing guitar. And I posted in that channel, I'm live on TikTok playing guitar. You'd be like, I'm not on TikTok, I don't care. Then you don't have to go. Some people be like, what? I'm on TikTok, or what? I want to watch that. I want to watch Charlie play guitar. That link right there. Join the Live Alert channel there. Click that, join it. That's for Facebook people. People on YouTube, come to the Facebook stream and go to Charlie Sardo Gaming. At the top, you'll see the Live Alert channel. Sean Kugelman says, I watch the pros a lot. Earl Strickland used to come into the bar. Everybody would line up to try and beat him. I don't do drills. I used to, but I need to get back into doing them. Right. I never really did drills, but I had a practice routine. I don't want to get too harsh. I try not to. Sometimes I talk about my family, friends, acquaintances. on stream, and I'm not famous, right? But they might still not want me to talk about them. So I will just say that someone very close to me is friends with Earl to the point where they'll call each other randomly and be like, what are you doing? What's up? What's going on, man? Oh, man, I just got back from the golf course. What's going on? Oh, I'm hitting them like that. I lost 400 here. And like someone very close to me talks to Earl maybe 3 times a week. They probably get together for dinner. That I don't know, but I know they're complete close friends. Close friends. Earl Strickland, guys, was a great champion. He was the best of his time until he wasn't. He's very dramatic. Match outcome. Kramnik refused. Okay. Topalov won games 8 and 9, but Kramnik won game 10. The remaining games were drawn, and the match went to a tiebreak. You're killing me. Ooh. Why do people dismiss Topalov? He's one of the strongest players in the world and always does well. Most people don't like him because he accused Kramnik of cheating. It generally seems like an unlikable fellow. What did I say? See? I couldn't tell you exactly what it was, but I could tell you that Topalov was unlikable, and I think he did something, said something that I knew what it was. I just didn't know what it was. Yeah, Earl is very passionate. There's plenty of videos of Earl missing a ball and then breaking his stick on the floor. He gets so mad. He can get so mad at the pool table. He's very, very passionate. He wants to win probably more than you do, and he shows it. But not always in the most gentlemanly, like, sportsman-like, stoic way. But that's who he is. It's like McEnroe. I didn't even want to say that. If Earl heard me say that, he might be like, have you ever watched McEnroe? He's a psycho. Okay, like I went off a couple times. But for someone who doesn't know McEnroe, or really, I have a pretty good idea of Earl's, I don't want to say shenanigans, because I don't think he's doing it like to mess with his opponent. I don't think he's, it's not shenanigans. He just wears his heart on his sleeve, and when he's mad, he breaks his stick. Good comparison, though, right? Yeah. If you guys don't know who McEnroe is, he was a tennis player who would get really passionate when he would lose, when he was losing, when he makes a mistake, maybe when he won too. Some people celebrate humbly. Some people celebrate, yeah, jump up on the table, yeah, right? Some people are like, good game. They don't want to appear egotistical even in victory, right? Even in victory, you stay humble even in victory. In victory and in defeat, you stay humble. Humble is good. You can win. You can be Efren Reyes. I mean, Efren will be happy. He'll smile. He'll be like, hey, we did it. Efren doesn't jump up on the table. Efren, when he misses a ball, Efren laughs. He misses a ball. He'll be like, smile. Back when he didn't have any teeth, he'll smile and be like, walk back to his chair with a smile on his face. It's like you just lost a match for the U.S. pool championship. He smiles. It's like Efren's humble. He just get mad when he misses. You know what I mean? And he's the best ever touch a pool stick. Oh, man. Oh, okay, yesterday's games, guys. I played a bunch of bad moves in a row. I won the game. That was the first game. Knights do it. Code of the Bear. This one. This game I was being crushed. I was being crushed. I'm playing white. And Clifford the Big Red Arrow will tell you, I had a slight advantage. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Pretty equal. Black becomes slightly better right around here. And then bang, I make a bad move. Stays flat, bang, I blunder. He doesn't really take advantage of it. It's hilly, it's up and down a little bit, but he's winning. Right here, he makes obviously a really bad move. It gets almost equal, but not. He's still probably winning. Then I don't take advantage. Way down here, bang, I come up to where I'm slightly better and blunder, come all the way back down. And in the end of the game, Black was slightly better, and I won. Because I had an idea. And I'm going to show you what that idea is right now. Daniel Abbott says, I broke a skateboard before when I lost a bet at a game of skate. No! He is hypersensitive and he hates to lose. God. People that are passionate like that, I think, could be the person that could save us all. You know what I mean? Someone that's that passionate about something. Imagine someone being that passionate about curing cancer or limiting world hunger but you would need someone that's capable too, not just passionate. Earl Strickland was capable of being the best pool player in the world, and he was at one point. He was capable of winning all these huge tournaments and U.S. championships and all this. He was, and he did. He was capable. Boy, he was passionate. We can look at the ideas over here, guys. My opponent had, get ready for it, count them, two brilliant moves, 3 great moves. Only 5 best moves. I have 7 best moves. You know why? Because his best moves were the 3 and the 2. So he had 10 best moves, 3 of which were great and 2 of which were brilliant. We each had a miss. I had 3 mistakes, 4 inaccuracies. He had 7 inaccuracies. We each made 1 blunder. I played like a 1350. He played like a 1200. You say, how, Charlie, were you being crushed? If your opponent played like a 1200 and you played like a 1350, how, Charlie, were you being crushed when your rapid rating is 1676 and his is 1328? I'm going to show you. I made some bad moves, and he played the Grandmaster move every time, but that's good. I play the King's Indian defense, or King's Indian attack against the Caro-Can. Is C4 the best move here? I felt like it was. It doesn't like that either. Oh, it wants E5. It wants E5, Knight D5, B3, Bishop B7. I mean, B3, Bishop B2, castles, Bishop B2, because you fianchettoed, finish your fianchetto, folks. And C4. Okay. Knight D5. Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't play it. I'm playing my system where I know where the pieces go in this, but probably not best for the exact situation. This is my first move. I never play C4 in this system, but I felt like it was the best move. Queen E2. I think Queen C2 was better. Doesn't like any of them. Is this better? Still an inaccuracy. Okay. Now, here's the blunder, guys. It is minus 0.2. Black is slightly better. Now it's minus 2.41. I'm being crushed. This was my fault to get in this position. Easy best move. Bishop A6, that's his first blue move. Okay. Sorry. That is the danger of going there, guys. That is the danger of going there. Okay. King's Indian defense. You guys can see everything but the center of the board, right? They added a huge bonus in the World Championship tournament that anyone could have a perfect match and run all 10 racks of 9-ball. Without missing a shot, they would get $1 million, or one up there and said, watch this, and completed the perfect match. He did, and there was some questions behind it. Because while there was a full crowd watching, I think they only started filming when he got I think he had to run 10 racks. So was it 10 racks? Was it 10? I would have guessed 11, but 10 is good. Guys, that means you rack the balls for a 9-ball. You break. You run them out. And then but you got to break and make a ball. So then next rack, you got to break, make a ball, run him out. Break, make a ball, run him out. Break, make a ball, run him out. 10 times in a row. They did the insurance with Lloyd's of London or whatever. They're like, okay, if you give us, $3,000, we'll insure that because no one's going to be able to do it. I think the entire 10 racks are not on video. I think he got paid because they might have been able to have, 100 people say I saw it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how it went. I might Google that too, because I remember there was a controversy there. I'm not saying Earl didn't do it. I'm saying I think the first few racks may not have been on video. Okay, so I'm playing the King's Indian defense. Rookie 1, bing. Okay, E5. I play C4. And here's my blunder, guys. Because the bishops are too much. This is very easy to find, guys. I'm not putting him down. I'm just saying I should have never played Queen B5. I should have said Queen B5, Bishop A6. Where does my queen go? Dude, where does my queen go? I could come here. Rook over. Back. Rook up. Here. Oh, rook can't come up because of the knight. My queen has very few squares because it can't run away on this diagonal. Attack. See, look at that. Attacks again. Okay, yeah. That's why I came here, so I could get the hell out of dodge. But look at this move. Look at that knight. Now, is this a hard move to find? Improves a knight. Attacks my queen. It's not. It's not. A much lower rated player, after this horrible move, could find this move. Could find this move. Could find this move. Right? Attacks my rook. Now I'm just losing. What's the best move here? Bishop F1 is best. I'm still losing, guys. I'm still losing. I'm losing the rook. He just takes. Takes. Just crush it. So I'm losing in exchange. So I play rook D3. Rook E3. Takes. Kick. And this move. Knight F2. Look at this move, guys. Look at this move, Knight F2. How much time did it take for this move? Yes, 412, 359. 13 seconds plus the 5-second increment. 18 seconds. Dude, what do you do? He's attacking my queen. Knight F2, that was his first brilliant move. The best move is Queen B3, trying to get rid of the queen. Queen B3, Rook A B8, and take so you don't get mated. No? Queen B6, attacking the knight? That's so weird. And look at this move, Bishop C5. Is it hard to find? No, it's not. 359 to 319. He takes 24 seconds for this move. Uses a little bit of time. Finds the crusher. I got to step out. Then he plays F5. What a great move. Computer wants Queen C2, Rook FD8, and Rook AD8. But F5 is an inaccuracy, but what's he doing? He's bringing the rook. He's bringing the rook into the attack, guys. I love the move. I love the move. But I get to trade queens, thank God, so now I'm not getting mated anymore. Now, knight b3. fe4 and bishop b6 is a move, and taking the pawn is a move. Yeah, I should take here, knight e5, and then if he takes, we take here. And I'm still losing. I'm completely losing. But he took fe4 was best. I played knight g5, looking at maybe getting a fork. I don't know. I'm losing. I'm losing. Oh, by the way, I came up with a strategy here. I told you guys. I came up with the winning strategy. You know what that winning strategy was? I looked at the clock. I looked at the clock. My opponent had a whole bunch of, I'm not putting him down, very natural moves after I played the unthinkable win the pawn queen. After I played this move, attack the queen. Attack the queen. Fork the rook into bishop. If the rook moves, take a piece. What do you play? Rook c1, lose an exchange. This is winning. This is winning for black. And this move is easy to see. Here, this brings another piece. It's amazing. Attacks the rook, but it's attacking a rook with a knight and improving the knight. It's easy to see. It's a good move, but it's like every grandmaster move, and knight g4 computer doesn't even like. Doesn't even like it. I think it's beautiful. Bring the piece. Win the rook. Knight f2 was brilliant, guys. Knight f2. So he's finding all these amazing moves. Most of them are very easy to find, guys. I'm not putting him down. What I'm saying is, like, just because he played all these sick tactical ideas, it means that he's playing aggressive, he's trying to win, and he sees these very natural moves, and he sees them. What am I doing on this? Am I playing knight f2? I might, but I'd be afraid knight f2, you know, queen, right? Queen f1 is good. Where's the knight going? You might win a pawn. Is that bad? It wants queen c2. That's what I would think like would happen. But knight bishop c5 is beautiful. f5 opening a rook. I trade queens because I feel like I'm going to get mated. I'm losing, but I feel like I'm going to get mated. And then, dude, what does Stockfish do? Stockfish wants to play bishop b6. I always say this too. Rook f2 or rook ac8, bring the last piece. What I always say, Stockfish. What does Stockfish do? Pushes the pawn. What does my opponent do? Pushes the pawn. It's a mistake. Well, he's threatening to make a queen. And he has massive support to support this theory. Pushes again. Bishop d2. Brings the rook. That's an inaccuracy. Computer wants bishop b4 to make a queen and win the rook, right? It wants bishop b6, just saving it from the knight, and it wants bishop d6, just not losing the bishop. My opponent plays rook f2. It's still minus 2.48. He is completely winning. Brings the piece, pins the bishop, threatens this move. I go for the piece. He attacks. I hit the rook. He sacks with check. But, oh, yeah. So it was back here when he got down to about 1 minute. Watch my time usage, guys. He has 1 minute. I have 5. He's down to 23 seconds. I got 4:38. He's down to 7 seconds. I have 4:06. And he lost on time. You have to do it in the time allotted. And I won that game. And another thing to bring up too, when it got really low on time, guys, right here it's minus 4.44. When I start blitzing out, now it's only minus 0.47. In other words, I'm not losing anymore. But he lost on time. He played really good when he had time, and when he got low on time, and I put the clock on him, he made a bunch of bad moves. Not proud of that game. You win the tournament. I won! I'm the winner! And it's okay. It's okay. You know what people say, though? Yeah, but how did you win? That comes from the pool hall. I could play somebody at the pool hall $50 a match. I could win 3 in a row. $150. Guy quits. Comes back the next day. He wants to play me again. I could literally say, I don't like the game. I don't like the game. Be like, what are you talking about? You won 3 matches. Yeah, but how did I win? If he shot way better than me, maybe every time he broke the balls, he didn't make a ball on a break, and every time I broke the balls, I did. Maybe every time the ball rolled just an extra half inch, it was really bad for him and it was really good for me. In other words, the luck factor. Do you know what I'm saying? You can win and play worse. You can win more than one match and still be the underdog. How did you win? Well, I won this game. I won this game through experience. Hanging in, playing a horrible queen b5 and having his piece swarm me and be completely crushing and play all the crushing moves to crush me. And then I see he's got a minute on the clock, so I just start moving quick. I'm trying to stay alive. Move fast, put the clock on, That's my experience. And then he started playing bad moves, and I started picking up a little bit of position too. Not proud of that game, guys. Rook G2 check, it was his second blue move, guys. That's his second blue move. Takes. Good game, Coda. You played good. I'm telling you, I don't know how long he's been playing. I don't know his experience. But if he manages his time a little better and learns how to play under pressure faster. In other words, if you're going to play games where you end up with a minute on your clock, maybe you need to play some 3-minute chess. Make that part of your wheelhouse. That would be crazy to go play you a chess game and lose, then say how about a game of pool and lose even harder. Well, I'll tell you something right now. If I were to play pool right now, I probably would play really good the first game. I can set shots up that you don't even know how to do. And then once I explain to you what's happening and how to do it, you can't do it. But when you don't play pool, at least when I don't play pool on a regular basis, because I'm not really talented at it, I've just worked very hard. If I'm not playing a lot, I'll miss an easy shot that you'll make 5 times in a row. I'll miss it. I will. You got to play a lot. Sean Big Screen, what's up? That's how people that play every day are so dangerous. compared to people that don't. They'll have a consistency where they might not be great players, but they probably make almost every ball they're supposed to make, they make. If you're a weekend warrior, honey, I'm going to go play the pool tournament. Have a good night. I make a good shot. I got a hard shot. I make the hard shot. I got a good, easy 3-ball out. I got a medium shot. Just make this ball, and I miss it. It's because I don't really play pool. Anymore. You know what I mean? Back when I used to play pool all the time, I would play a few hours in the morning, get up at 5 in the morning, and go practice for a couple hours before work. Then I would work all day, get home, do dinner, homework with kids kind of stuff, trying to be a good family man, and I went out too much. I left too early, stayed out too late, wasn't drinking, wasn't doing drugs, wasn't cheating on my wife. I was out playing pool, and my kids were young, and my wife was young, and I should not have played so much pool. My uncle even told me, not going to tell you which uncle. Uncle even told me, how's the family, Charlie? I said, they're doing great. He said, Charlie, he said, you're young. Your kids are young. You should be home. He said, the kids are going to grow up. He said, there's plenty of time to play pool. He was probably like 55, 60 at the time. He was probably my age. He's probably my age. He was my age. Crazy to me. Realizing that now. He was my age. Might have been younger. He said, you're young. Your kids are young. He said, you should be home. He said, you're going to blink. The kids are going to be grown up. You go out every night, play pool. He said, don't spend too much time away from the house. I'm like, yeah, okay. And looking back on it, it was a mistake. The kids probably don't remember it so much. It's not like dad's never here, because 90% of the time, the kids were asleep. You know who does remember it? My poor wife. My poor ex-wife. Was she a perfect wife? No. Was I a perfect husband? No way, Jose. That was one of the big mistakes I made, was staying away too late. Pool can be addictive. Gambling can be addictive. I'm not making excuses. Having a wife and kids can be addictive. It's a beautiful thing. It's the greatest thing I ever did. I'm so glad I played Willie Mosconi when I was in my 20s. I didn't win. Censor, you played Willie, really? Sean says, just getting home, been working a lot of overtime. Dude, overtime's interesting, man. Guys, overtime for me. It's like, boss says, if you guys want overtime, you can work as much overtime as you want this weekend. We need to get this job done, so you work on this job. I had a key to the machine shop. I could get up Saturday morning, hang out with the kids, around noon, be like, honey, I'm going to go work. I'm going to go make money and a half. Time and a half. Right? It's a lot of money. I was making, I think, $19. So now you're making 27. It's going to be a fat little paycheck. I got a wife and kids. That's extra money. Let's go put in 8-10 hours. Make some money, right? When you make overtime, this is the way I understand it, they tax the overtime at the highest rate, which is something like 50% or something. It's very high. So that they withhold a ton of that. Now, you may get some of it back at the end of the year, which you probably will when we get tax returns, right? Especially when you have a house and kids. But that next paycheck, it's not that much bigger for me. I'm not putting down your overtime, Sean. You got your schedule. You know what you're doing. Overtime could be great, but for me, it's like, wow. My paycheck was $2,000 for 2 weeks. My paycheck was $2,000, and I sold 2 weekends, and now my paycheck's like $2,300. I sold my time off, my weekends, for $300. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was something like that. It was like No, but at the end of the year, you're going to get back another 250. It's like, yeah. Yeah, no, for me, in my position, for whatever reason, overtime was not the move. Am I right? Am I right? Is that how it works? Yeah, but sometimes you still need it. You still need the overtime. The man takes most of it. It's a different tax bracket. Exactly. Okay, you played him in St. Louis, Dave Center. That is cool. It's where you can work 12 hours overtime and make about the same as if you work 20 hours overtime. Huh. You hate working overtime, never worth it. Okay, so that is a thing. It is a thing. The reason why I would do it, believe it or not, was to help my boss. I didn't do a lot of it. I didn't throw my life in front of a train for my boss. But let me tell you, my boss was just the greatest guy in the world. I still consider him a friend. He was my brother-in-law, like through marriage. Like, his wife and my wife were sisters. Okay? Gave us a job. He made it real easy to move to Texas. We were in California, and he goes, look, Charlie, come out here. You can stay at this place. It was the grandma's place who passed away. She was living there. But he owned it now. Him and his wife owned it. He said, the payment on it's like $480 a month. He said, you make the payment, you can live there. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, relatively new. It was a trailer, not a house, but it was $480, right? And he said, I'll give you a job. You can stay as long as you want. You can quit whenever you want. But if you move here, you got a place to stay cheap, and you got a full-time job till you get settled. I'm like, all right. I mean, my wife was involved too. I wasn't making all the decisions. So that's why we moved to Texas. And he made it very, very easy for us. So we stayed there for a while until my crazy wife ran off and got one of the last loans before the bubble burst, and they took away they stopped giving loans. They were giving loans away like candy. And she got one, guys. She got one right before they stopped. I swear to God. Right before. I'm like, we had the bankruptcy. She's like, no, it's been 7 years now. And I'm like, yeah, but they're not going to, what about a down payment? No, we don't need a down payment. I'm like, you buy a house without a down. My wife's like, I'm doing it. I'm telling you, I'm doing it. I got this. I'm doing it. I'm with the broker. We're getting a house. I'm like, okay. All right. She did it. She did it. I didn't even do it. I felt guilty. I felt guilty signing the papers because I'm like, it's her house. She did it. They're like, no, you have to sign. You guys are married. You have to sign. I'm like, all right. So I signed. But it's like she did it. I didn't believe she could do it, and she did it. Bought the house for $130. I'm gonna say it's worth more than 3 times that right now. She's doing good. I have no more interest in that house. I left. She's doing good. Bought that house, guys. You work for a Fortune 500. They could care less about me. Yeah. Sean says, I'm helping my boss. You called it. He's great. Yeah. So my boss, like, okay, when I was going to get divorced, for instance, unhappy moment. Okay. When I was going to get divorced, he's all, who's your attorney? I said, I can't afford it. I'm not going to get an attorney. He said, Charlie, you have to have an attorney. You have to. I said, I can't fathom. I don't have the money. Because I didn't have it. He goes, go see an attorney, find out how much it's going to cost. He said, I'm going to loan you the money. He said, you have to have an attorney. I said, okay. Go to the attorney, $1,500. I come back to him, $1,500. He gets a check, bing, bing, bing. What's the guy's name? Bing, bing, bing. I go back to the attorney, bam, I got an attorney. That's the kind of guy he is. Good guy. I'll tell you, see, when you're living hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck, you have a mortgage, a wife, and 3 kids. You can't always afford a bunch of extra expenses. And I made the decision to move out. there's 3 kids and a wife and a mortgage, but I just made the decision to leave. So I need to keep giving them the money to keep the wheels on. But I need a place to sleep. I need food, right? And there's not enough money for that. So I was completely freaking broke for a while, guys. It was really painful, really stressful. I got through it. And I'm good now. And she's good too. But when I very first started dating Courtney, my boss calls me. He's all, we're going to Austin tonight. You want to come? I'm like, I'm broke. He goes, I got you. Don't worry about it. Meaning he's going to buy everything. He's going to drive. He's going to buy dinner. He's going to buy drinks. Whatever we do, he's got. I said, yes, I want to go. I said, hey, can I bring a date? He said, sure. I'm like, I told you I'm broke. I don't have any money. You have to pay for her too. He goes, yeah. And I think that was the first time Courtney and I went out on a date, like rather than just hanging out at her house a couple of times or something. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's that boss. I'll tell you this. They stopped drilling. Oil went down to, $29 a gallon or something. It's supposed to be $80. And we had no work. And he had a crew of like 7 people. He didn't send us home. He kept us there for like a month or two till work came in and kept paying us. We put up fences at his house. We were mowing his yard. We were cleaning the machines. We were sweeping the floors. We were painting stuff. I mean, like, he was paying people $20 an hour to mow his yard. A crew of 4. I guess go mow the yard. We go over there, take turns. We got like 1 or 2 mowers. We're standing around, picking up some sticks. He didn't want to send us home with no paychecks. He wanted to keep us on and keep us ready. Good guy, honest guy, best boss in the world. Yeah, no, best boss in the world. You were playing chess bots on a plane, dude. That sounds like snakes on a plane. I hate chess bots. I hate snakes. Youngest world champion in history, dude. It's not tourney day is yesterday. Yeah. Truth and chill with the squirrels. Kim says Carrie is awesome. Yeah, Carrie is awesome, man. Keshav Singh says, yo, Keshav, how you doing, man? Kim S on YouTube. I love it. Wonder who that is. Guys, my sister is present on YouTube with the comments. Throw me a like and subscription, Kim, and anyone else on YouTube, if you would. Appreciate it. You know, it's funny. We do the After Dark community gaming on YouTube. And we do great there. We have a great community. We're having so much fun doing the speed run. Chat carries was insane. I mean, we'd have a great time playing Elden Ring and other games on YouTube in the evenings. Charlie Sardo Gaming. That's where they went. If you're on Facebook and you're wondering, why doesn't Charlie stream games anymore at night? We do it on YouTube. Go to Charlie Sardo Gaming YouTube. Subscribe there. That's where we go. If you want to know when I go live, go to Charlie Sardo Gaming, the live alert channel here on Facebook. Live alert channel at the top of the page. Click it. Join it. Every time I go live, even when I go live on YouTube, I post there. And you'll be like, oh, Charlie's live on YouTube. Click it, and you're with us, okay? That's how you stay in touch. And I do that here for the chess here, too. YouTube. Yeah, so yesterday, Facebook was being wonky. So I streamed to YouTube. I streamed chess yesterday to YouTube and Facebook. Because YouTube was being wonky. I mean, Facebook was being wonky, and I thought if we lose a Facebook stream, I'm still streaming. It's tournament day. So then, dude, we got more viewers yesterday on YouTube on the chess stream than I do on a regular After Dark gaming stream, which is what we've been doing there. So I'm like, I'm talking to Courtney. She's all, do it, but you should do it all the time. And I'm like, I know I really should. I said, okay, I'm going to do it from now on. So now I am going to be, for the current foreseeable future, I'm going to be streaming on the chess on Facebook and YouTube. Right? So if you're watching on YouTube, hit that sub button. If you're watching YouTube or Facebook, I got a ton of content on YouTube, guys. There's a whole bunch of shorts. There's a whole bunch of chess videos. I was busted the whole series. I think there's 7 or 8 games there. There's chess opening principles explained with examples, which is just from the stream. But I explain a lot of stuff like, why is a knight better in the middle of the board than on the edge of the board? Why do you develop knights before bishops? Why do you explain a lot of things like that? It's a good video. It's very, it could help a lot of people, I think. I think it has. There's a lot of chess content. If you go to Charlie Starter Gaming on YouTube, there's playlists. Click on the chess playlist. It's a chess page. You like Call of Duty? Click on First Person Shooters playlist. You get Call of Duty, Ghost Recon, you get the First Person Shooters. You want Elden Ring? Elden Ring playlists. Bam, you get more Elden Ring than you can handle, folks. So the YouTube page is popping. Yeah, Daniel, I would say, bro, that's super lucky. Dude, yeah, I've been very lucky in my life. Storytime with Charlie videos. Yeah, but that's on another page, man. That's a whole nother thing. The Storytime with Charlie are on my Charlie Sardo page, I think. Yeah, I'm not. That's something the hardcores like you, Jay, find. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't monetized. I can pull them down from there, put them on my page, I guess. They might have a chance to take off, re-upload them, you know what I'm saying? That's an idea, actually. Yeah. Some people might like them. Though I made those videos 7 or 8 years ago when I had a lot of time. And they're cool. And I look younger. I look younger. I'm pretty passionate in them. I love, you guys you guys know me. I love telling stories. I'm a story guy. I love telling stories. Has anybody been watching Daniel Naroditsky's commentary? I love Danya. I do. But it's like he's preparing a bunch of chess stories. And like what Branson said earlier, I'm loving the chess history. I actually like chess stories. I feel like the stories are written in the style of Reader's Digest. I don't know if he's getting them from ChatGPT, asking to write them in the style of Reader's Digest. I don't know if he's writing them himself and he writes in that style. I don't know, man. They're just a little bit weird to me. It's where and I love Danya, one of my favorite streamers, favorite YouTubers. If you guys want to learn chess, Daniel Naroditsky. He's a freaking beast. Great grandmaster, explains so well. Someone at my level can still learn a ton from him. He's speaking, dude, I can learn a ton from Ben Feingold teaching the kids at the St. Louis Chess Club. You just watch, he's going over a grandmaster game and he's explaining the moves to kids. Well, I can learn from that too. Yeah. Guys, I freaking love you guys. We're going to look and see if there's anybody on Facebook that we can raid. And my friend Headlocked Gaming is streaming, guys, Mortal Kombat. This guy is into Mortal Kombat. He's one of the best. He has 256,000 followers. He's a Facebook gaming partner like me. He's helped me many times. He's raided us before, and I've asked him technical questions he's helped me with. He's a supporter, guys. He's got 41 people watching him play Mortal Kombat. You guys remember that game? We're going to raid him. We're going to check it out. I'm going to go over and say hi. If you come over, say, hey, Charlie Sardo raid, and I will say thank you guys for following me over. If you hang out, hang out. If you like it, throw him a like, throw him a follow. If you don't, come over, say hi, and then leave. It's a great way to be a community with other streamers, guys. It helps. Starting the raid. Freaking love you guys. I will see you guys at Dwayne Ribbling Headlocked Gaming. He has a Charlie Soto Gaming t-shirt. I haven't caught him wearing it yet. Maybe he's wearing it today. We're going to go check.